Hey guys, welcome to the Loose Lizard Garage today. As you can see, we made the trip back home from Bristol. Thank y'all for all the support that we've received so far. It means a lot to us. Continue to like and share our videos if you don't mind. We're trying to get as much exposure as we can. We got Layla in the shot today. She's a sweet girl. And of course, Mac Doodle, he's here too. He's helping out today with the race team. We're going to kind of change gears on y'all for just a moment and try to focus on the other half of our team, which is our Asphalt car that Brandon Shiflett drives. So as I was explaining in some of the earlier videos or whatever, this is going to be kind of a tech tip. Again, kind of a disclaimer, I don't know everything there is to know about racing. I just know enough to get us in trouble and have some success. So if you know of a better way of doing it, let us know. Make a comment or anything like that. We'd love to see everybody's input. This is just the way I do tires. So generally speaking, when Hoosier builds a set of tires, or just builds a tire in general, every tire is barcoded, and a lot of people don't realize this. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is the Hoosier sticker. Okay, if you look, this is an F70 asphalt tire that we race at Five Flag Speedway on our Outlaw car that Brandon drives. So you'll notice on the Hoosier sticker, it has a barcode. On the bottom of the barcode, it has a number. And it's like, this number is 9E5Y0090. Well, that first prefix right here is the batch number. It's what batch of tires they were making that particular day. Where the last four numbers is that tire in that batch, if that makes any sense. So what you try to do is when you're trying to pick out tires, obviously you got to have enough stagger for whatever kind of rear end you're running. If you're running a spool, or if you're running a Gleason or something of that nature, a triple track, gold track, anything that you're running, you want to check with your manufacturer and see what they recommend as far as stagger goes. As far as us, we're running a type of rear end where I'm looking for anywhere between an inch and 3/8, inch and a half for a stagger in the rear, and about 1 1/4 to 1.5 inches in the front. So what I do is when I go to pick out tires, I look at that serial number and I try to find two of the same size tires that are very close in that same batch number. That means that like a tire was made, like this is number 90. All right, well, this is my other right side right here, and this one is 91. So these two tires, when they were manufactured, they were one right after the other. So what you're trying to accomplish is, there's a thing in racing that us racers call the tire firing off, or coming in. So you want your tires to come in together, you know what I mean? You don't want a tire from one batch and maybe that day the rubber wasn't the same as the compound from the day before. So that's why you try to get the same batch numbers with the same compound so the tires come in together. Now a lot of times, depending on what size tires you're picking out, the lefts are normally smaller on the chalk mark from Hoosier. So what Hoosier does, and if anybody knows anything different, please correct me, and like I said, we'd love to hear your comments on it. But the chalk marks that Hoosier puts on the tires is this yellow chalk mark right here. Well, that is when it's coming out of the mold, they basically blow the tire up to 30 pounds. They've got an automated size gauge, and the size gauge may say 86.5, so that's an 86.5 tire. So that's how they chalk it, and it's chalked at 30 pounds. So theoretically, when the tire grows and it gets back to 30 pounds, it should be pretty close to there. Now, I will say this, it's never exactly right on. Like this tire that's in front of me now has 30 pounds of air in it and it's 5 3/8, but it's chalked at 86.5. So what you're trying to get is you're trying to get your stagger set up. So like this tire is an 86.5, and then this tire, which will be the left rear, is an 84. But it is chalk marked in 86. So that's why it's so important to try to get a matched set of tires based off of that barcode in the same batch number. So the way I set up tires is I go with 30 pounds on my rights and then 20 on my lefts, and I try to see what my stagger is. Like this tire right now is 5 3/8, and then that tire is 4 inches. Which gives us 1 3/8 worth of stagger in the rear, and that's about what I'm looking for. Anywhere between 1 1/4 and 1.5 inches, you know, so 1 3/8 is almost perfect. But on the lefts, because they were making 86 and a halves that day, the lefts is a different batch number, but they're matched together. So the lefts and the rights, the barcode number, it's very, very hard to find like an 86 and an 86 and a half with the same prefix on the sticker. So a lot of times you have to just match your lefts and then match your rights, and that way they come in together and they fire off together. This, like I said, I don't know everything, but this is just a quick tip from me. So when you are picking out your tires at the asphalt track, just be aware of what you're looking for. But this has been a quick tip from the Loose Lizard Garage. I'm Josh Goodwin, and we'll see you next time.